Hey Mustangs, this is Wyatt.
And this is Jeffrey, and welcome to this week's edition of the Mustang News.
Spring Musical. You won't want to miss the Spring Musical. In the Heights is a contemporary musical with hip-hop and rap, salsa, and merengue written by Lin-Manuel Miranda. Friday and Saturday, March 23rd and 24th at 7 p.m. Sunday, March 25th at 1 p.m. in the Samuel Johnson Jr. Theater at Cappuccino. Tickets are $8 for students and $10 for general admission. Advanced tickets are available on our website.
Student Candidate Convention during AST. This week, the sophomores and freshmen will report to the main theater for AST to hear from their student leader candidates. Wednesdays, all sophomores will go to the main theater, and Thursday, all freshmen. We look forward to talking to you and getting your ideas to help build a greater school.
Leadership. Leadership applications are available in H225 or the main office. All Cappuccino student applications are due next Friday.
No eating in the library. Students, there will be no eating in the library during lunch. If you have food, you'll be asked to leave. If you're told more than once, the dean will be notified.
IB Seniors Show Art Exhibit. Please visit the Sky Art Gallery during the month of March to celebrate our IB seniors as they display their senior show. They worked hard for 2 years on these works of art and are excited to share it with you. Here's a sneak peek at the senior art show and the work they've been trying to showcase.
Art is important to me because it's a way to express my feelings and emotions.
Art is a way of expanding your horizons by trying different mediums and experimenting with different stuff. So art is basically just a form of experimentation to me.
Art is a way for me to express my feelings.
Well, I use it as a way to de-stress, but that's why there's so much work here. But I also use it as a way to explain theories with emotion as well.
I want to provide social commentary on gun violence and free space.
The meaning behind the collection is to express political and social issues occurring in the world today.
Mainly, it's about feminism and how we still in society don't see equality between genders.
Well, each piece of paper, especially in the installation that's all over the walls here, has a different meaning, even though some of them have a lot of the same ideas. So is the work here. So a lot of it addresses political things like we got, there's sexism here, there's racism here, there's just kind of basically every relevant issue right now and back in the time period that these are all based in. You can see all those issues.
Awesome. Can't wait to see more.
We at Cappuccino High School are thrilled to present Screenagers Growing Up in the Digital Age, a documentary about the biggest parenting issue of our time. Screenagers addresses the most pervasive parenting issue of our time head-on, depicting teen struggles over social media, video games, and internet addiction. The film empowers kids to best navigate the digital world and provides practical resources to help them do it. March 28, 2018 at 6:30 p.m. Tickets are $10 each and are available on our website.
Congratulations, you just won a prize for this event.
Hey Mustangs, the Stampede Commission for Leadership has developed a system to track your school spirit. Certain events will be designated as opportunities to win points. Students with the most amount of points will be given a prize. The rules are that students will scan in at the event's entrance, so have your school ID ready, and you must stay a minimum of 30 minutes to get points. Also, make sure to check out at the same place that you checked in at.
Also, make sure you come to the swim meet this Friday at CAP.
Well, Cap, this has been Jeffrey.
And Wyatt. See you next week for another exciting installment of the Mustang News, and happy Women's History Month.
I want to apologize to all the women I have called beautiful before I've called them intelligent or brave. I'm sorry I made it sound as though something as simple as what you were born with is all you have to be proud of, when you have broken mountains with your wit. From now on, I will say things like, you are resilient or you are extraordinary, not because I don't think that you're beautiful, but because I need you to know you are more than that. By Rupi Kaur. She is a famous poet on Instagram, popular for her feminist short poems. Rupi's new book, Milk and Honey, has made it to the New York Times bestseller list. She's dedicated passionately to the women's empowerment movement.
Andrea Dworkin was an American radical feminist best known for her criticism of pornography, which she argued was linked to rape and other forms of violence against women. During the late 1970s and 1980s, Dworkin became known as a spokesperson for the feminist anti-pornography movement. Her views were widely criticized by liberal feminists and others. At the same time, she maintained a dialogue with political conservatives and wrote a topically related book, Right Wing Woman.
Elizabeth Warren is a senior United States Senator from Massachusetts, serving since 2013. She is a member of the Senate Committees on Banking, Housing and Urban Affairs, Health, Education, Labor and Pensions, Energy and Natural Resources, and the Special Committees on Aging. Recognized as one of the nation's top experts on bankruptcy and the financial pressures facing middle-class families, Senator Warren was the driving force behind the creation of the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. President Barack Obama appointed her as assistant to the president and as special advisor to the Secretary of the Treasury.
Angela Davis is an American political activist, academic, and author. She emerged as a prominent counterculture activist and radical in the 1960s as a leader of the Communist Party USA and has close relations with the Black Panther Party through her involvement in the Civil Rights Movement. She is a professor at UC Santa Cruz in its History of Consciousness Department and former director of the university's Feminist Studies Department. Her research interests are feminism, African American studies, critical theory, Marxism, popular music, social consciousness, and the philosophy and history of punishment and prison. She co-founded Critical Resistance, an organization working to abolish the prison industrial complex.
In a thunderous, resounding, united voice that we have no intentions of stopping this fight until we have eradicated every single remnant of racism in this country. Until we have ended the war in Vietnam and the neo-colonialism in Africa. We are not going to stop fighting until every political prisoner is free and until all the monstrous dungeons in this country are mere memories of a nightmare.
Marina Elena Salinas was the longest-running female news anchor on U.S. television and the first Latina to receive a Lifetime Achievement Emmy. Salinas used her platform to shed light on various Latino issues, including unaccompanied immigrant children.
She actively works to increase voter registration in the Latino community and works to help Latino youth become journalists. Since leaving Univision, Salinas is working on the second season of her English language series, The Real Story with Maria Elena Salinas on the Investigation Discovery Network.
Corazon Aquino, this incredible lady, was not only the first female president of the Philippines, but also the first female president in Asia. After her husband was assassinated, she emerged as the leader of the opposition and led the country to revolution. As president, she limited presidential powers and gave power to the people and emphasized the importance of human rights and civil liberties. She also manages to keep the peace over the years, despite the prevalence of communist insurgencies and Islamism secession movements, achieving something that very few leaders ever have.
Yet we all realize that more is required of each and every one of us to redeem our promises and proceed to create a truly just society for our people.
Malala Yousafzai is a Pakistani education advocate who at the age of 17 became the youngest person to win the Nobel Peace Prize after surviving an assassination attempt by the Taliban. Born on July 12, 1997, Yousafzai became an advocate for girls' education when she herself was still a child, which resulted in the Taliban issuing a death threat against her. On October 9, 2012, a gunman shot Malala when she was traveling home from school. She survived and has continued to speak out on the importance of education. In 2013, she gave a speech to the United Nations and published her first book, I Am Malala.
want to say shout out to all of the kick-ass women, not only in this room, but all around the world, who, you know what, we win and fail in the public eye. And that's not easy to do. People think they know what it requires. People think they could do it. Everybody wants to walk in your shoes until you put them in your shoes, and then it's like, oh, you know what I mean? So I wanna say congratulations to all the girls in this world who are strong, who are confident, and yes, we have insecure moments, and that's okay. But guess what? You do something that millions of people would never be able to do if they had the opportunity, because it takes guts, it takes balls. It takes balls to be able to lose and to fail and to make mistakes in the public eye.